great discussion, a great show, y'all. It is just, hey, everybody. It is so good to see you. One Shot Media Company, you get away. What up? What up? Speak to each other as you all come into the room. I've had a phenomenal weekend, y'all. Um, it's just so many great things that happen to me, right? I choose not to focus on the negative things because that too shall pass, right? It's gonna go away. It's all how you look at things, the perspective of everything. It's all how you keep the boundaries, keep people in and keep people out. When people have foolishness, the best thing to do is get rid of them. Stop trying to figure out why they doing the things that they do. Once you recognize, once God shows you that that person is not right, get rid of them. No, some people y'all want to hold on to and try to figure out. And as a Christian, you supposed to forgive. Yeah, whatever. Let me explain something to you. You are supposed to forgive, but then you got to find out what the person's motives, what are their fruit. Because the Bible talks about, let's be clear, a fool. And if that person has been identified as a fool will kill you. You're not supposed to let them at your doorstep. You're not supposed to sit and have food with them. You know what I'm saying? You are not supposed to be dining with them. You are not, because what will a fool do? It could smother you and kill you. Children of iniquity. Once you realize what that person is, get away from them. So real quick, there was a little situation where a family member reached out to another family member and that person answered the phone. Here's the thing. Once you realize a person is a fool, stay away from them. And unless a person actually goes and gets help. See, that's the thing. People have to identify the situation that they're in. If you know that a person is bringing you down, they are a toxic individual, then you are supposed to stay away from them. Why? Because the devil comes to kill, steal, destroy, and he will use whatever minion he can in order for that to happen, because the devil wants to take you off your purpose and just use this person as a distraction. Therefore, I am warning you all. Enjoy your life, but pay attention. There are some people that's going to take you off track. It is your responsibility to stay on track. Once you say God and you start praying, God, show me who's for me and show me who's against me. Once that person shows you they are not for you, then let them be. Then you got these people that ghost you. You know what I'm saying? They ghosting. Like, they go times without talking to you. Now, I understand there's some times where you got to get yourself mentally together and you don't feel like being bothered with people. But then there's a whole nother thing. They trying to ghost you to punish you and have some type of control over you and things like that. Place you to the side while they doing God knows what, and then, or the devil knows what, and then try to get back with you. No call, no show. If you don't have a real good reason, like your grandmama died, something real bad happened to you where you just like, listen, I couldn't talk to anybody. I get that. Everybody has a downtime. But then there's such situation as some people, they just vindictive and they manipulative. Once you find out that it was on some manipulative stuff, get rid of them. And I'm going to leave it to you just like that. Y'all be careful who is in your life. Because especially if you have purpose and a calling on your life, you got to really, really be careful. But other than that, like I said, I'm just so grateful to just what's been going on over the weekend. My students, they did a great job with cutting hair over the weekend. We took care of a whole bunch of people. I'm just really grateful. God just keeps showing out in my life, and I'm just grateful for that. And I'm grateful for you. I am totally grateful. So let's get on with the show. Welcome to the Real Love and Tea Show. Well, I got love in my heart and tea up in this cup. That chai tea is so delicious. It's so healthy for you. Okay, because listen, like I said before, everybody ain't got love for you. They love putting you in mess, but they don't love you. And there is a difference. I was listening to a gentleman. I'm getting started. I promise you, it's all gonna have a segue to what the topic of today's show. I was listening to this guy on Instagram. I'm so sorry that I can't remember your name. I'm gonna come back to it and give you a shout out later. But he's a coach, a dating coach slash reverend. And one of the things that he was saying was, it's okay to date an alpha woman. It's just you got to know what she wants. Like a lot of times, I've been looking at all. I don't really get into the controversies, but there was a pastor that said something about women being too masculine, and the whole thing is, what do you expect when women are left with the bag? Like they have to take on a certain type of role, especially if they're a single mother. They can't let the ball fall, right? They got to have two jobs. They got to make sure they're taken care of. The kid is taken care of. The home is taken care of. And they barely have any time for themselves. So when it is time to date, she ain't on no mess. She's not on any foolishness. If you don't come correct, and this is what this minister said, there is a way to date a woman who's about her purpose. An alpha woman, she wants you to have a purpose. You got to be doing stuff. She don't mind you showing her something as long as she really learning something, but she don't have time for mess. She about business. And he also said, you got to mean what you say. So if you communicated something, it is your responsibility to get it done. Like there is no excuses why stuff ain't done. If you said something, your words have meaning. Mean what you say. If she taking care of her own, she don't need you for that. And that's okay too. Like I don't understand why women got to be weak. They can have a career and take care of their home. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a team effort. It's basically what he was saying. So there is a way to date a alpha woman. No, she's not weak, and I consider myself one. I'm an alpha woman, and I'm okay with that. Right? The whole thing is, if you're coming to the table, come with something, and I mean like morals. And I'm not like I'm just saying from what I've been seeing, it's just not fair. We need each other. There is no man versus woman and woman versus man, or at least it shouldn't be. It should be we work together. And it is something that can happen. Like this is not a kumbaya moment and we just gonna sweep stuff under the rug. No, what I'm saying, it is a way for us to all coexist, women and men, and come together. So stating that, today's topic is my way maker. You understand? My way maker. Yeah, that's right. God's my way maker. And so, what is way? The way maker, my way maker. How do you make a way when there is no way? Like, oh, it's tough being a woman, and definitely it's tough being a single woman in today's society when everybody is pushing you down, telling you. Somebody was telling me the other day, like, what was that last week? You game conscious. And what he was basically stating is, I see your behind a mile away. I'm supposed to have a discernment. I'm supposed to be up on what you're doing. I'm supposed to be up on what you're doing. I'm supposed to be on what you're doing. And if I'm up on what you're doing, then something's wrong with my Instagram. It's blinking. And the funny thing is, I have on do not disturb. Let's see if it come back on. Hmm. It'll stop blinking in a minute. Well, yeah, getting back to what I'm saying, getting, mm-mm, uh-oh, what is going on? Okay, getting back to what I'm saying. Sorry, y'all. It was some technical difficulties. I put on the do not disturb, but somehow I don't think that the devil doesn't want me to get out this message. And it's a really good message because right now we're at a point where women still in 2022 are not allowed to be strong. And I don't mean strong where we want to carry the weight, but interdependent. Like I'm self sufficient, but I wouldn't mind having someone and building with. Most people want to keep you stupid so they can cheat and do whatever the heck it is that they do and call it being a man. But to me, that ain't being a man. Being a man is holding down the family and himself. Being a man is doing God's business. Being a man is praying. I mean, why do I have to be the one that pray all the time? You mean to tell me you too good to get on your knees and pray? You too good to go to church? Like, who does that? And so, making a way. How do you make a way? Right? How do you make a way? And the way is a method or the definition. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get it out. The definition is a method, style, or manner of doing something, or course of action, a plan, a route. It also means a road, track, path, street for traveling along. Like life. Don't that sound like life? A road, a track, a path for traveling along. It also means at or to considerably a distance or extent, far. And then maker, a person or a thing that makes or produces something. The other definition, God, the creator. So my way is God's way. God makes a way for me. He's my way maker. And so until I find who I'm supposed to have, I let God show me the way and where he wants me to go. Because it says a person or thing that makes or produces something. God, the creator. A road, a track, a path, a street, or traveling along life. I'm traveling along life. And wouldn't I rather have the creator helping me than somebody holding me back? What we don't want is somebody to be in our life that holds us back. What we don't want someone in our life to don't want us to shine. You see what I'm saying? You don't want somebody you do something and now they jealous of what you doing. That ain't what you want. That ain't what you want. That is definitely not what you want. So even though there isn't a way, or sometimes I may not see a way and I may have good intentions, it is my responsibility to stay close to the Father and stay connected to Him in order for me to find my way. And here's the thing, and because I am, right? He is in me. He has the Holy Spirit in me. I have to listen to that small voice. He will tell you where to go. He will tell you the things to do. But you have to listen. You have to actually listen to it. And God will speak to you and he will tell you what's next. He will tell you to get rid of somebody. It is your responsibility to actually listen to that voice. He will tell you, hey, go in this direction. Okay, I need you to pull back. I need you not to say anything. And I know humans always got something to say, like jabbing off. But sometimes God wants you to be quiet, so he can fight your battles, so he can make a way for you. He will go before you and make crooked places straight. So if he's my way maker, he will go ahead of me to make my crooked place straight. Whatever obstacle, sometimes he will go and he will level everything out. So by the time it's time for me to get there, then I'm good. Because I was listening to TD Jakes when he was saying timing is everything, right? You could be at the right place at the wrong time and everything is off. You have to be at the right place and the right time. So how do you do that? You have to be focused and in tune with God so you can hear what he has to say. You have to be away from distractions. You can't let anything distract you. Like I was saying earlier, you're going to have people come into your life and their whole intentions is to distract you, to keep you off balance, to keep you focused. So you can't pay attention to the road that God has you on. You will go to the side of the road due to you got distracted. Now you pitching a tent on the side of the road, and now it's dark and you can't travel at night, right? Things happen at night on that dirt road. This road called life, you got to be careful what you're doing. Because if you're not careful, you'll go down a one-way street. When God makes a way for you, he will say, turn here, turn left, turn right, pitch a tent for the night, go to the hotel, wherever it is, but don't travel right now. And there's a lot of times we want to move ahead of God and we cannot do that because we will be in the wrong timing. Once again, TD Jakes talked about that, being in the wrong timing. Sometimes you want to say something, but it's best to be quiet. Because he said that he will make your enemies a footstool. I didn't say earlier, like the person that was wrong, making phone calls and stuff like that. Once you recognize that a person is a whole fool, you've identified it, you don't have to say nothing. You don't have to explain yourself to every Tom, Dick, Harry because you feel like you need to. Sometimes silence says it all. I was talking to a guy, and the moment I told him that I didn't want to have sex with him, the phone call stopped. They completely stopped. Now when he calls, because no call, no show at work. Lack of communication. Some people are put in your life for a distraction. They're not on the road to your salvation. Hey, for Shields, what's going on? What up? What up? What up? What up, Thermo? What up? You get away. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Sometimes when you're traveling on this road called life, there be moments where you're traveling by yourself. And if God is your way maker, which I told you before, a way is a method, a style, a manner of doing something. So if you plan to live your life the righteous way, you have to live it. It has to become you. Or other than that, you're a hypocrite. And God says, you either in my world or you not in my world, but you can't be in the world and you can't be holy and then in the world. You can't be holy and in the world. That's lukewarm. Either you're going to be in my world or he'd rather you not to be in, because it's about loyalty. How loyal are you to life? The life that you want to live, what he has for you. What about motivation to the fullest? What up? At the end of the day, if God is your waymaker, which is a method, right? He's a creator. He's creating a method, a manner in which you live. You got to follow it. If it's a manner, you have to follow it. And know when you follow it that the devil's not going to be happy. If you don't think there's a spiritual battle, it's not just physical, you're sadly mistaken. He's literally going to send people in your life that is coming to disrupt what you got going on. Hey, Shatima, what up, Pooh? What up, Boo Boo? Hey, nice to see you, love. Welcome to our family. Speak to one another when you come in the room. This is a safe space. And so, like I said before, I'm an alpha woman. I'm okay with that. I'm strong, but I'm interdependent, meaning I'm self-sufficient. Independent means you don't need nobody, you don't want nobody. No. I work well with others, okay? So when my future spouse comes along, we'll be building together. But until that point, I'm not dealing with any foolishness. And like I told you, I can't think of the other pastor's name. But when I get to it, the main thing that he was stating is somebody had came to him and stated, how do you, or he had the question, how do you deal with an alpha woman? And the first thing he said is, you have to be sincere. You have to be sincere. She don't play no games. She lives a righteous life, and she expects you to live one too. You got to come with your together. Not saying that you're going to be perfect, but you got to have a purpose. She ain't going to just be letting you lead her astray, going nowhere. That be me. You're not just leading me. Because by God being leading me in a certain direction, I can't get sidetracked, or I won't get sidetracked. I won't be in a physical or emotional tangle. You're not going to mess with my mental health. And a lot of people come to steal your peace. Don't that sound like the devil to you? If you're not careful, it's people that let the devil use them. Right? Does the devil come to steal your peace? And he will use whoever you can. You worried about a man not calling you, and you looking at the phone, when he gonna call me, baby? That's a distraction. Maybe that's God's way of saying, don't look at that phone no more. Don't look at that phone anymore. Put that down. That's one less person that you got to deal with. Because if he was serious, he would make that happen. And be about your merry little way. Go on your way. When it says a way, it's a method, a style, a manner of doing something. It's a course of action. By you moving and keeping positive and be on this righteous path and doing what God says do, that's action. You are in your life, and you're doing what you're supposed to do. You are taking action. You're not sitting still. Sitting still doesn't mean idle. What that means is you are allowing God to lead you. You are in a peaceful place, and you are doing things that are productive until God says move and go here. It says a way, a road, a track, a path for traveling along. You're traveling along this road called life, and you can't just stop. Traveling is fun, depending on where you're going. You got to make this thing called life fun. And if God is your way maker, you think he wants you to be just surrounded by no good people, toxic people? You think he wants you in an environment? He wants you to look at the scenery and enjoy it. It's the simple things. When you walking on the road and you looking at the beautiful sky, you're supposed to be admiring your surroundings and enjoying nature. It's the small things in life. You're supposed to be taking in the fresh air. You're not supposed to let anybody suck the life out of you. You're not supposed to let anybody suck the life out of you. Like, what they do that at? By him being your way maker, He wants you to be prosperous. He wants you to have the fullness in life. He is your Yahweh. And what is Yahweh? Yahweh is he who makes that which has been made. I am, or I will be. And he said, I am because I am. So if he is your waymaker, Yahweh is your waymaker. God is your waymaker. And he's telling you in Yahweh means I will be, I am. He will make a way for you. I am peace. I am love. I am joy. He is all these things. I told you before, if somebody's bringing you anxiety, fear, depression, that is not of God. Right? You do feel depression when something happens to you, right? Like you lost a loved one or you really lost something. You do feel these things, but you're not supposed to stay there. If a person makes you feel like that all the time, or doing something, you're in a job that makes you depressed, then you shouldn't be there. Hey, DJ McFord, welcome. Perfect timing. You shouldn't be there. Because if you say my way maker, Yahweh, that means that he is making a way for you. It says in the name Yahweh. I will be. It also means biblically, he who makes that which has been made already. So since you know he has created everything already, and he knows the hairs on your head to the soles of the feet, understand that he wants you to be great. It is up for you to travel the road called life, the way, the method, the system, this thing called life. If you're traveling on this road, sometimes you're traveling alone, and you're going to have to be comfortable with that. And then it says way also means to consider a considerable distance, an extent. It may be a long time from your breakthrough, or it could be a short time. It's up to God. God is the person with time. His time is not our time. Sometimes he ain't gonna give it to you. Hey, Sawyer 7438. He's not gonna make sure y'all speak to each other in the room. He's not gonna just give you something so you mess it up. What up, Ashley Nicole, 1985? Yeah, he's not gonna, God is just not gonna give you anything to mess it up. He's just not gonna do it. If he's your way maker, he's gonna make a way for you. He's gonna provide for you. He's gonna give you everything you need. And so you can't get anxious. He says, be anxious for nothing. You're getting anxious. Where is he? Lord, you said he was coming. You said he was coming. Oh, the guy I was dating, he don't like me no more because I won't give him sex. That's not the man for you then. And then you get mad that you told God to show you who was for you and who was against you. As soon as he show you who was against you, you mad at God. Because he looked a certain way or she looked a certain way and she had all these attributes. But maybe they were attributes, but they were full of the devil. So it was a bunch of trickery and word curses that you had no idea that he shielded you from. Maybe it's a good idea she ghosted you or he ghosted you. Maybe it's a good idea. Like I told you, I was just ghosted. It's cool. I'm not angry at the situation. I did pray. God, if they are not for me, remove them. Show me. But I cannot be mad about God showing me. You can't. All you can say is, thank you, God. You got to praise him on this road that you on. If he's your waymaker, if you're traveling along this thing called life, this distance, however he got me going, until I get my next breakthrough, it is my responsibility to stay joyful and prayed up and worship and everything else. Because there's one thing to have praise. And then there's another thing to trust. I trust the process. Either you gonna yes, it's either gonna be yes God or no God. There is no in between. Either you gonna trust him or you not. Either he gonna be your way maker, either Yahweh is gonna be your way maker or not. And if you don't believe me, I love to go Bible. I'm going Bible on you right now. This ain't to come at you. This is to tell you, let God lead the way. Either he gonna lead the way or you gonna lead the way. But two people can't lead. Follow the leader. Who's your leader? Remember the game, follow the leader? You want to be careful who you let lead your life. They'll lead you down a dark path or down a dark hole, off a cliff. Because you caught up in what somebody looked like, the attributes that they have. Let them know, sis, it's true. You keep saying, let them lead me, guide me. What's the song? Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Hey, what is it? Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Listen, waymaker, miracle worker. He did it before, he'll do it again. Because he's God, he creates miracles. You don't know when it's going to happen, but when it happens, you are mind blown. And you knew it wasn't you. Let's be real and let's be clear. Light in the darkness. He is the God of light, the God of salvation. Okay, he is not the prince of darkness. The prince of darkness want to trap you up, but God wants to show you the light. He's trying to lead. He wants to lead you. He put you on a certain road and you keep wanting to get off because you know every darn thing. You better get out your feelings. Y'all in your feelings. Get out your feelings. Get them out. Get them out. Because every time you get in your feelings and you start being emotional, you ruin what's going to happen to you. I don't know, somebody like, well, Andy, why are you talking about somebody ghosting you? Because it happened. I'm not above being ghosted. I said I wasn't going to have sex until marriage. So all the phone calls start. Before that, they knew they was going to marry me. Andy, I'm going to marry you. Andy, I want to marry you. As soon as I said, oh, not until marriage, the phone stopped ringing. The text messages stopped. The moment you have standards, alpha women have standards. They're not weak. You should want somebody that's high in character. Ain't that kind of wife you want? No, you want some Lucy Jezebel person? Great. Y'all can keep passing that stuff to one another. But me, myself, and I'm good. I'm good. I don't need no soul ties. You know, people will tell you things to see what they could get out of you. You know, they will distract you. Some people so caught up in being married, I'm 40 something, and they go with the first thing somebody say. But did you match their actions? Did you ask them the right questions? You better ask God. DJ McFord says, preach. You better ask God the questions to ask these people. Because they may distract you, may kill you, give you something you can't cure. Just saying. Mental health is real. Cause your behind to go crazy. Listen. That ain't it. If you're going to say God is your way maker, there is a distance that you have to go. And you can't just give up because you're tired. You better call him and ask for strength. Because here we go. Isaiah 43:16. We're going to break this all the way down. Let's go Bible. Boop, 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 boop. Isaiah, good old Isaiah, chapter 43:16 says, I am the Lord who opened a way through the waters, making a dry path through the sea. Let's listen to that again. I am the Lord who opened a way through the waters, making a dry path through the sea. I am. I am because I am the Lord, Lord, master, ruler. Okay, that's what a Lord is. They the master. He the way maker. He told you, I got this. Who opened a way through the water. So he opened up the water and made a dry path through the sea. That's a miracle. Only God could do that. Because I'm waiting for somebody right now to do a real magic trick with they part in the seas and all that stuff. Baby, that's a God miracle. And you got a lot of people that have God complexes, but they are not of God. Hey, it's me, Shelly Shell. What up, boo boo? What up? What up, love? What up, love, 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 love? Welcome, Shelly, in the room. And then you have Jeremiah 29:11. Maya. Got a cousin named Jeremiah. Good old Jeremiah. Love to work. Good husband and father. Jeremiah chapter 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for you to prosper and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. For I know. So, for I know means it's certain. For I know, it's certain. The Lord. For I know the plans. Do you know what it is to make a plan? It's have to be sought out and thought out. You right? You sitting down and you wrote it out. It's concrete. This is what we doing. So God, if he's your way maker, he's going to sort out this plan. It's going to be concrete. I have for you, not somebody else. That's right. DJ McForest said Lower Level Lounge in worship. That's right. Thank you, Lower Level Lounge family. Y'all know y'all are family, as well as the doll family. We all one big family, okay? In righteousness, okay? And so seriously, if God is your way maker, if he's creating a route for you to travel, a course of action, you must have a plan. What they say, a battle plan. Because if you thought that being on this road, have you ever traveled somewhere at night? Just walk down the street. It get a little dark, a little spooky, a little sounds. Ooh, 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 ooh. You're like, what is that? You start seeing strange people travel on the side of you. You be like, okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go. Or you start speeding up. It's different when you walk on a path or a street in the daytime where you can see everything compared to walking at night, compared to walking on a path at night. You got to be on the lookout. Yes, we are the Doll family and my spiritual ministry. That's right. And you are my music ministry. For real, for real. And I love you so very much, brother. So, and I missed you on Friday too, by the way, but that's all segment. I'll check on you after this. But make sure everything okay. But being on a road at night in darkness is totally different. Trees don't look like trees. They swaying if the wind is blowing. You like, oh my God, it get a little spooky. Cars rolling by, you can't see who's in it, and the car and the cars are tinted now. And you know, nowadays people snatching people up. So this road that you're traveling at night ain't the safest all the time. We got to stop acting like life is so safe. We playing it safe. No, you better be aware. Just because God is making a way for you, you have to be aware of your surroundings. In the daytime, people smiling and stab you in the back. You better be careful. But what does it say in Jeremiah? Jeremiah says 29:11. For I know, it's concrete, the plans I have for you, not for somebody else, not for Tamika, not for Angie, but for Shelly Shell, for Mick Ford, for Sawyer. You see what I'm saying? He got a plan for all of y'all. He got a plan for the lower level lounge. He got a plan for Cass. Fashion will kill you. He has a plan for Cass. God has a plan for Cass. It says, for I know the plans I have for you. It ain't for nobody else. Y'all got to stop switching in other people's lanes. Y'all want to get in everybody's lane. No, stay in your lane. If you are traveling down a road, may it be day or night, you have to be cautious because now they doing stuff in the daytime that they used to didn't do at nighttime. Usually stuff that stay in the dark. You know what I'm saying? But hey, people doing stuff in the light now because the dark right now don't want to be in the dark. The dark want to come to the light and have a little fun. So either way, you need to be paying attention. DJ McFord says, yes, pay attention to your surroundings at all times. I don't care if it's the hood or the suburbs. Rural versus urban. They doing a lot of stuff in the rural areas. Y'all be surprised. It will make your head spin. Okay? But that's another story for another day. All I'm telling you at the end of the day is if God has a plan for you, declares the Lord. So when somebody declares something, they speaking that thing. They are speaking that thing. Hey, Pit Master Sean Paul. They speaking that thing. So the Lord declares, he's making this statement, plans to prosper you. It ain't plans to make you poor, plans to make you broke. It say to prosper you. But it's your responsibility. If he's your way maker, you must follow the plan. You must follow the action. He telling you to go and you stay. He telling you to stay and you go. You not following the plan. You not doing it. You not hate. And then you mad. It's a method. It's a style to this thing. Style ain't just about the clothes you wear. It's about what's in here. What your style look like. When I rep God, I rep God. Not part of the time, all the time. Shelly Sales said, follow the plan. You got to follow the plan. If God is your way maker, Yahweh. Yahweh means I am. It will be. It will be. I will be. I will be whatever you need. I will be. I am and I will be. I will be whatever you need. I will be your shelter. I will be your peace. I will be your love. Who is I will be? I am. Who is I am? God. So if he's going to be your peace, and he says, I am because I am, and he say that you are an image of him, then you must have someone that is equally yoked with you. Because if he's going to be your way maker, the person that you get got to be, God got to be their way maker too. And y'all be traveling companions. But sometimes this road, you have to travel on your own. He ain't going to send you your destiny helping you all off the route. You all in the neck of the woods. You in the next county. He didn't tell you to be over there. And now you mad because you off the track. You out the way. And he can't send you who you need to be sent because you all out the way. Y'all distances apart. When he told you to be on the route and that it may be an extent distance, that's the difference from being out the way. I would rather be in the right direction than out the way completely. I would rather be following the route and that blessing smack me in my face than being completely out the way where I miss it all together. Because he says he wants to prosper you. He says he wants to prosper you and he will not harm you. Hey, Miss Shay, what's up, boo? He wants to prosper you, right? So if he wants to prosper you, that means he's not going to do anything where you lack. completely. He may take some things away because he needs you to grow to make you stronger. But he ain't going to just cause you really to be lacking. Because in Psalms 23, he tells you, you lack nothing. And God is not a man that he should lie. I sip on that. So while y'all trying to play games and act like God play games, like God ghosts you, like people ghost you. No, people ghost you, and they ghost you on foolishness. It's a difference. Like a few weeks ago, my brother, I told you 2 years ago, my brother died. Around my birthday is the time that he died. And so I feel a certain kind of way. And I just didn't want to talk to anybody. So it wasn't ghosting anybody. It was just I wasn't physically able to deal with people. And that's the difference. You have sometimes to just shut down and regroup. That's a total difference of not being with somebody, not calling them because you're trying to manipulate them. That's a whole different thing. You trying to know, I didn't want to put up with no foolishness. I did not want to be bothered. And sometimes it's okay to have a mental moment where you just want to shut down, just be with God and collect your thoughts. Because when you are on this road alone, sometimes it's just you and God. If he is your way maker, then it is your, thank you for following me, Shelly Shell. It is your responsibility for him to just be everything that you need. He said he will be. Yahweh is he will be. He will be whatever I need him to be. And right now, if I need him to be my husband and just protect me and be my protector, that's what God is. He is my protector because it says, I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. God ain't going to send nobody to harm you. And it's a difference between somebody he puts with you to make you stronger. Where you are weak, that person has. Right? So if I'm an alpha female, I told you all this was going to go together. It wasn't a rant. If I'm an alpha female, I can't have a weak man. That's not what he's going to do. He's going to give me somebody stronger than me. Now, there is a time where I'm weak and he weak, right? Because human beings are fallible. That's totally different. But he's not going to send me somebody that can't protect me. That don't go. He's just not. He's not going to send me somebody in my moment of weakness. He can't pray for me. What? I don't care if he say, dear Heavenly Father, help my wife. That's strength. It's strength in prayer. And it's not about just finances. Is this person morally capable of being with me? Is he on the same righteous path? Or will he lead me to iniquity and sin and off the given path? That's totally something different. You want somebody to have some darn integrity, some merit, some honor. They mean what they say. They're not going to lead you astray and intentionally hurt you and gaslight you and manipulate you and love bomb you. That's not of God. God ain't going to send you a love bomb, like literally love you to bomb you, and bombs destroy. That ain't even love. That's a fallacy. That's not even real. What God has is real. It's not an illusion. The devil is the author of deceit. Whatever God say, he said. He say about love, joy, and peace. That's what he is. And love is not self-seeking. Right's no wrong. Love is patient. Love is kind. That love. Anything else is a no-go. He has sent me all you angels. Exactly, DJ Mick Ford. He gonna send you an earthly angel. And what's that angel? It's a person that's a messenger from God. An angel is a messenger for God. So if you want to consider me an earthly angel, that's fine. And he's going to send everybody an earthly angel, but you got to be careful, because then there's a difference between an earthly angel of God and a demonic demon, a fallen angel. Hey, out of bounds. So proud of you, Nick. Congratulations for your graduation. love. Like he's not going to send you a fallen angel. Fallen. Someone's not right. Send you a fallen message. What? A fallen message? He ain't gonna do this. It's gonna be a heavenly message. And y'all got to be careful on this trickery, because if God is your way maker and you are on a certain route, it is your responsibility to protect your route at all costs. It is your responsibility to stay on the path, because he says the plans to give you hope and a future. Your route has a destination. An angel walking among us. Yes. An angel walking among us. Yes. In the Bible, he said you got to be careful how you treat people. You could be entertaining an angel, a good one. A good angel, right? He didn't say a fallen angel. He said you could be, y'all want to go pay attention. Oh, this person looks like this. Check the character out. Check the merit, the honor, the dignity. I was telling my students today in the desertology class, because we work on the deceased to get them ready for the bereaved, to give them peace. And all in the book, it talks about having dignity. It has nothing to do with money. When you have dignity and honor, the money will come. Because a person with integrity and dignity, they can't just sit around and be idle. They have to be doing something productive. They're not just going to be wasting people's time. So when you're dating, like the person told me before he ghosted me, he said, I'm dating with intent. And I said, what kind of intent? So you got to ask questions. Y'all afraid to ask questions, and then you wonder why they got you going down a spiral path. Not the path to righteousness. And I'm not coming at you, but I'm coming to you. Hey, One Stellar Princess, what up, love? You got to get to the point where you say, yo, what kind of intent are you coming? Because at the end of the day, as soon as I said I wasn't giving it up, the phone call stopped. Before that, he wanted to marry me. And I had to say, slow down, you just met me. So you don't want to get to know me. What you're saying is you want to get in my pants. Hey, what's going on in Midwest Trade Show? Yes. So that's the thing. He wanted to get into my pants. So the intent was he wanted to do me. I'm keeping it real. So what? It had nothing. And before that was, I'm going to pray with you. And and the moment I said, we won't be doing any of that, then the phone call stopped. And it had nothing to do with me being scantily clad, because I wasn't dressed like that. I'm cute, sexy, but not over the top. People will entertain you for a while, and then their motives will come out. Their motives were already there. You just didn't want to ask the questions because you're afraid that you might offend somebody. But ain't this your life? Shouldn't you be asking certain questions? If God says he has plans to give you hope in the future, shouldn't you be asking questions regarding your hope and your future? Shouldn't you find out if they believe in what you believe in, have faith in what you believe in? They want to be a part of your future and not tear down your future. Don't you want to make sure they don't take your light away? Don't you want to make sure they don't use you on your path? When you say God is your way maker, Yahweh, what are you stating? Is that just something to say? But really, you want to be the one in control of everything? If Yahweh means I am, I will be, I will be basically whatever you need, then why are you trusting man as soon as he told you he wasn't that? You still gave him a benefit of the doubt. You benefited that. Ain't that a positive thing? But they showed you. There is no benefit of the doubt. They clearly showed you who they were. Believe it. Believe this person is not on the path for you. Therefore, you need to travel alone. Didn't it say way? A road, a track, a path, street for traveling along? You're traveling along it by yourself. Along, not alone. But sometimes you will be alone. You need to go ahead and do that and be okay with it. Stars in the moonlight. Don't be like, one day I will have somebody to share it with. But if you don't, just be happy that you have eyes where you can see it. We are not grateful for the things that we have. We have sight, we have smell, we have our five senses. You're not picking the fruit along the path and enjoying it. Maybe that's the vegan in me, the nature girl in me. You're not putting your feet through the grass and just thank God that you can feel the grass along your path. Because if you could enjoy the path, if you could enjoy the road by yourself with God, because you're not by yourself. If he say he's your way maker, he is traveling along with you. You are not alone. He might sometimes go ahead, but isn't he omnipresent? So he's going to go before you and be with you at the same time. Who else can multitask like that? I'll sit and wait for it. In fact, I'm going to drink whatever tea is left. You get people who can't be around you too long, right? I gotta go, disappear, dip off, ghost, literally vanish. But you got God that will go before you to make crooked places straight and be with you at the same time. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with God. And it says waymaker in the Bible means one who makes a way, a pioneer, a pathfinder, a precursor. So a way maker gonna create something that ain't never been done before in your life. And either Barbara Doll dropped the knowledge and the truth. I was so fortunate to have met her. Oh, thank you. 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 So yeah, let's talk about this. So waymaker in the Bible means pioneer. It's never been done before. The reason why you're on your road is because whatever God has destined you for, called you to, has never been done before. And so instead of complaining about it, ask him for the plan that he has already created. He will drop gems to you. He can't give everything to you all at once, or you will be God and you wouldn't be able to handle everything all at once. You know, it's only so much we can handle before we break it. Everybody want to act like they got all the strength and they don't. So he has to give it to you in increments. And once you pass that test, he will give you something else. But he does have a plan for you. So if you the first in your family to ever go to college, ever own a business, it's not going to be easy. And you're going to get a bunch of naysayers. And you're not going to have not always have the wherewithal. Sometimes you're going to get scared. You're going to have that fear. You're going to have anxiety. It may cause you to be depressed at times. But the thing is, you can't stay there in anxiety, fear, and depression because God is about love, joy, and peace. So in order to have peace, you have to go to him and say, God, I'm not strong enough. You show me what I need for you to show me. Give me some people to help me. Give me some mentors. Give me something. But as long as you put him first and there's a real connection and you're not using God as a genie, give me, God, then he will give you certain things. Once I really start putting God, the head of my life, over everything, he started opening up to me. And I don't fear being alone. Singleness is wholeness. If you can't embrace being single, you can't embrace being with somebody because you're going to drain them. You got to get whole first. You don't want to be somebody's burden. It says, cast your cares on the Lord. I didn't die on your cross. I'm a vessel, but I'm only mere mortal, a human being. You could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Where do old people get that from? And people want to start putting pressures on you that you weren't designed for. Women wasn't supposed to be single mothers. So when people have these stupid ideologies about women shouldn't be this, first of all, parents are supposed to be too. Let's be clear. And to put the burden on one person is a hell of a lot, and it's not fair. But you got to do what you got to do. So you mad supposedly that I took on masculine qualities, even though I'm a spirit inside. There's a male and female spirit in me. Spirits attract spirits. So you're mad at me for using my dominant side to make things happen? Would you rather me ball up in a corner and blame the person that put me in the position because I didn't do it by myself? Or would you rather me go ahead and grab the bull by the horns and have God along with me and say, I got this. I'm going to make it happen, Captain. Nobody wants to be in this position. I wouldn't wishing on the worst enemy because you tired all the time. And people like, how, Andy, you laugh and you got a good disposition. You know why? Because if I didn't depend on the Lord to give me strength, I'll be exhausted. But because he gives me extra strength and not Tylenol, I'm good. He makes it where my kid makes straight A's. He's an athlete. You know, he does things from time to time because he's a kid and they stupid. But I love my kid and I love being around my kid. And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Is it a selfless act? The answer is yes. So you have to date with purpose. Can't just let any person around your kid or fool around your kid just to say you got somebody in the house. That's how they start touching your kids and doing all type of stuff because you ain't checked their record. God told you to be alone for a while, but you got to have somebody. And that's how you keep ending up with babies at 5 and 7 and all this other stuff because you mad. You mad about the abortion thing when all you got to do is keep your legs closed. You mad. If you don't do it, babies can't be made. Just saying. Just saying. It takes two. It takes two to make a thing go right. That's biology. Like, are we so far gone from science, reality? If you don't do it, then babies can't be made. So guess what? I'm not ready to have another baby by myself. That's over with. That's it. So you couldn't take care of one. Now you got 2, 3, 4, and 5. No. And you mad at God. You scathed through instead of just trusting him and letting him tell you what to do. You start just doing extra stuff. And now you mad. He told you he was your maker, your way maker. He told you I will be whatever you need. But you didn't trust that. But you trusted Tyreek. And Tyreek got 7 kids already. You trusted that guy was going to be a good father? Now you talking about abortion. Get the hell out of here. Like, stop it. Like, y'all decisions is all messed up. You caught up in the heat. Just being real with you. So what? The person ghosted me because I won't have sex. That means I don't need that creep in my life anyway. And God was just showing me. There won't be, oh, I hope he called. What? It's like, okay, next. Thank you. for the good times. You and your shiny teeth and your good smelling cologne and stuff. Thank you. Yes, that part. I get all my strength from the creator. And Shelly Shell says, be real, sis. I'm being as real as I possibly can. We got to stop blaming God and stop blaming the damn government. Y'all out of control. First of all, they having abortions where the baby's getting killed a month after the baby's been born. Stop it. That's outright freaking murder. Where they do that at? That mean the baby done cried and everything. They been born. First, it was the heartbeat. It's you give a person an inch, you give the devil an inch, and they gonna take a yard. And all y'all in agreement with that? How about if that baby can't defend itself? If we gonna be, God is the way maker, He is the road to salvation. We gotta be in our right minds. At any point, somebody could come up with an excuse to kill you. And y'all already, oh, y'all, I'm being killed. I'm being attacked for being a black man. Babies are being attacked. Being a parent ain't easy. So since it ain't easy, don't do the act so you don't have to be a parent. How about that? How about that? Stop being irresponsible. How about that? If you're going to be a way maker, you know what I'm saying? If God is the pioneer, if He's the manufacturer, He did not manufacture you to just be going out and doing this stuff. It's supposed to be done with purpose. And yes, it feels good, but there's consequences when you don't do it the right way. When you do it the right way, it's the most enjoyable thing ever on the planet. A union for two. So you both have responsibility. Okay, we make mistakes. Get it. Got it. Once. Okay. I trusted him twice. When you start talking about 5 and 7, and he got 7 and you got 5, y'all old enough to know better. And now y'all gonna blame the government. Seriously? Get your damn tubes tied. Get your penis snipped. Then you ain't gotta worry about no babies being born. Keep your legs crossed and walk this thing out called life and do it the right way. But what we not gonna do is have no accountability. And when you walking on the right road, you just not gonna let no distractions get in your way. No, I don't care. Y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want to do with y'all bodies, but I don't. That's why I shut stuff off. I don't watch everything because you're not getting in my spirit. You're not gonna get in my spirit and tell me that I'm game conscious. I should be game conscious. I should be knowing the games that people play. People perish for a lack of knowledge. So you're going to let people throw you off the track and God told you you're supposed to know? You don't want to be in the know and now you mad? They going to take your rights away. If they killing babies at 29 days old and all this other stuff and hours after it's been born, it's too late. Go to the orphanage, go wherever. It is that baby was born. At that part, you killing the baby? Like abortion just went too far. Oh, you taking a woman's rights away? Get out of here. If you don't do the act, you ain't got to worry about that. Ain't nobody take your act away. You performed the act, didn't you? And I'm coming from a place of, if God is going to be your weight maker, and He's about righteousness, and God is decent and in order, some things got to be aligned right. It has to be aligned. You can't be in the world and of it. Either you're going to be in the world, you're going to be decent and in order, or you're going to be with them. And if you want to be with them, fine. Stay in your lane. I'm staying in mine. Don't force me. You understand? Like, people want to force you into their habits. If that's what you want to do, and when you talk to God about, because you're going to have to go to judgment and you're going to have to talk to Him, then that's your responsibility. But what I'm saying is, stop dictating all this foolishness over here. On my road, I'm good. Let me stay there. Let me grow. Let me walk along until he's ready for whoever's to come into my life, my destiny helpers. Let me help the people that I need to help, and then they get off in the next town. Because on your road to salvation, your life is not your life. It's to help people. So along your road, you will come across somebody, an angel that God told you to help, and it's your responsibility to help them and to send them on their journey. Hey, Booth Evandros, it is your responsibility. It is responsibility to encourage and love and support and not shatter people's dreams and not to kill them before they had a chance to live them. When you killing a baby at 29 days old, you ain't give that baby a chance to be the next whoever they was going to be. You just thought, well, they didn't deserve it. What if somebody told you you didn't deserve the life that you lived, that since you've been on this planet, you ain't did no good for nobody? You've broken hearts. What if somebody said that you wasn't meant to be on this planet and they decided to take you out? See, that's where it's coming to. And you got to see it. Babies can't defend themselves. You on your little road and somebody decides that you don't deserve to be on this road. And then they take you out. See, you got to be careful what you do because it will come back on you or your family. People keep thinking, oh, I get to be this way to other people, and then you mad it came to your house. It came to your child. No. It's going to come back sevenfold, and you don't know how it's going to come. All you need to know and understand is that God got you. And by God having you, it is your responsibility to take it with sincerity. It is your responsibility to have some integrity and to have some honor with it. Every day that you wake up, as long as you have breath in your body, you're supposed to serve him. And serving him, you serve others because God is about love and relationship. Where did love and relationship turn into murder? Where did love and relationship turn into harming somebody? Where did it say that? Where does it say? It says he will give you hope and a future. That baby had a hope and a future. It says, for I know the plans I have for you. That you is a baby. Declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you. It is our responsibility to love and to protect one another. God is about love and relationships. There are women that would love to have children and they physically can't. I have somebody that I am truly close to, and it breaks her heart that she can't have a child of her own. That baby could be the next president. That baby could be the next CEO or something. We don't know. On your road to righteousness, if God is your way maker, he has this route for you. He has designed this route for you. It is your responsibility to take it seriously. Because it says in Hebrew, way, it means what? W-A with a line over the A. And it means manner, course, pass, mode, and maker is make at. It's M, a line over the A, K, a backwards E, and an R. And it means manufacturer, producer, creator. And when you put these things together, he's going to pass you this thing called life. And it's how you handle it, the mode you on. Are you on slow mode, fast mode? Because God works in two modes. Sometimes he slow you down because you're going too fast. And then sometimes he accelerates you because you have passed that level that he needed you to pass. Sometimes he have you on slow mode because he needs you to get it together. And all you want to do is blame and not take accountability. On this road called life, it is your responsibility to take responsibility. It's to love people and to have real meaningful relationships and not be toxic. And if you have that problem, I believe in God and therapy. There are Christian therapists out here. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, looking for a different result. Baby, that's called insanity, and you need help. You can't go to the people that's close to you. When it comes to your healing, it is not for somebody to tell you to go get healing. It's for you to decide. You look yourself in the mirror or whatever. Stop off on the side of the road and there's some water, a little lake, and look and say, hey, I'm looking a little raggedy. I need some help. Next thing you know, he'll have a conversation with you, and then he'll have somebody come alongside the road and be there for you. They're like, hey, I see you on the side of the road. Do you need some help? Nah, man, your business. The reason why some of y'all can't get help because y'all evil as hell too. Somebody generally care about what's happening to you. Let them prove to you they ain't nothing. Hi, you need some help. You gonna lie about it? You need some help. It's okay to go to God in therapy. So Dr. Darlene Nichols. Y'all know I'm about to go. Dr. Darlene Nichols, 773-366-3437. 773-366-3437. 773-366-3437. DanMinistries.com. DanMinistries.com. Ain't it amazing? If you can't be in person, you can go on the internet and Zoom and all that other stuff. DanMinistries.com. And then you have I Am My Life Coach. Adonis Johnson, I Am My Life Coach. There's books and DVDs because it's a twofer. You got to put your homework in, and then there's life coaches. So there are Christians out here that's willing to help you. And then you got the Almighty. He's been waiting for you this whole entire time. He is your Yahweh. He is your way maker. Okay? He is your miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. He knew that you were going to be a certain way. Just like he knew the people in the Bible were going to be messed up. And then he turned them around and used them for his glory. And they end up being better people. Because when God is done with you, not when the world is done with you, they will leave you all messed up and confused and battered and broken. But when God is done with you, you're going to be a better person and a better human being. Just a better you. It's called self-love, because how can you love somebody and you don't even love yourself? You don't even recognize yourself. Who are you? You're an imposter. It's time for God to redesign you, to restore you, for you to rediscover who you are. It's for you to close your eyes and say, Lord, come into my life. Be my Lord and Savior. You died on the cross for my sins. And in Jesus' name I pray, amen. And right there, when you do the sinner's prayer, you are now a new creature. You are now on this road to salvation. You are now on this road to being your best self. And it ain't by accident that you clicked on. It ain't by accident somebody told you to get on right now and see what Andy's talking about. And welcome to the Doll family. It's not by accident. Because by you doing this thing called life, you cannot do it alone. This world got you thinking you could do it alone. Me. Somebody posted on Instagram, this world will have you thinking you are supposed to do, but God didn't make man to be alone. He created Eve, who's the Paracletus, which means helpmate, which is like the Holy Spirit, to build together a teammate. That's what you need. You got to know who's a builder and who's a breaker. You got to let people get off at the next town over and be okay. Good luck with your journey. Good luck with your journey. And mean what you say. Oh, they acted funny. They had to get off at the next town. Sometimes some people won't take the whole journey with you, but they were there to keep you company. And the best thing about God, he will never leave you alone. So as you are this new creature means you don't want to do the same things that you used to do. And it ain't acting funny. You've just changed. You just morphed into something better. It's a whole manifestation, like the butterfly. The caterpillar turns into a butterfly. It goes through this process, and then voila, this metamorphosis, and there's this beautiful butterfly. They look like this ugly insect. But if you would have killed the caterpillar, You would have never got to see the beautiful butterfly. Get my drift? And yes, the metamorphosis process may be weird and uncomfortable, but being uncomfortable is what's going to make you be great. That's what's going to make you be great. Just like I said, working out. You're going to work your muscles out. First, it's going to hurt, but it's a good pain. You know what I'm saying? Then you're going to get accustomed to it. Then you're going to start seeing the difference. Like, woo, I'm looking good. Like after this call, I promised my son that we're going to work out together. Because mommy needs to be healthy and he want to get muscles at 12. What can I say? But you can't talk about it and not do it. So by you changing yourself into this new creature, just know, just because you did the sinner's prayer don't mean that God forgot about what you did. No. If you did something that was not right, you still have to have accountability. And God is decent and in order, and he's just and fair. So you're going to have to go to court, buddy. Now, you may get off. You might get acquitted, but you still gonna have to go to the process. You still gonna have to see a judge on earth. You can't be like, but God is my judge. No. You're gonna have to pay a lawyer. You're gonna have to pay a lawyer. It says, God blessings our path have crossed, my brother. Yes. It also says, bless you for being one of his vessels. Listen, it's not easy, right? Like you could be like, Andy, you do this every Monday. Yeah, until he tells me not to. Until he tells me he doesn't have a word. And the word of the day is, let him be your way maker. Yahweh is your way maker. Let him be. He's the way. Get out the way. Get out the way and you saying, yes, God, but still in the way. Let him lead you. You may have to serve. You go to court, you may have to serve some time. But in that prison, he will give you everything you need and you will come out stronger than you ever been. I knew somebody that went in for 20-something years and then things got overturned. He got a lawyer that believed him and found out that he didn't commit the crime at all. And he was supposed to be in there longer than that, but got out. Now, I know you like, that's 20 years is a long time. But at least he got out. And while he was in there, this is the funny part about it. Why the irony of it all. While he was in the prison, he started a ministry. And brought people to Christ in the jail. And found out. And then later, that lawyer got him off. And now he out. That's a true story. But while he was in there, he started a ministry. You can't tell me what God would do. Because God saw his heart. And then the man is married now. He got out and got married. He's totally married and a minister. And he talks about being in there. And he talks to the young men about don't go, right? Save yourself. Like some stuff ain't worth it. Because 20 years he lost seeing his children grow up. He missed all that time. Well, now he got grandchildren. This is a real story. He got grandchildren. Because he was in there, he missed some things. But isn't it funny how God works? You will miss some stuff and then he will restore everything to you and then some. So now he's married, got a whole new wife, got grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? And he got a wife young enough to have a baby if he wants. When I tell you double for your portion, beauty for ashes, that's what God will do. I'm so fortunate and blessed. He gives me the strength and stamina to share my blessings. I did the same thing, sis, when I was in preservation. Yeah, true story. No judgment. We all fall short. Done. Done. Hey, Chris 7829. We done. That's what really happened. While he was in there, he gave his life to God, started a ministry. Then the girl that got him out, she was the lawyer. And that's who he married. Ain't that some stuff? He married the lawyer. Don't tell me who God can't send you. He will bring the person to you. If you stay on the road, he will make a way. He will give you the desires of your heart. You won't lose nothing. That's my point. At the end of the day, you won't lose nothing. At the end of the day, your loss, God will give you, you will gain double for your trouble. He said, in secret places, there are hidden treasures, and it will go to you. Don't tell me what my God can't do. You would rather trust man, but won't trust God. Give God a shot. Let him be your way maker. He who makes that which has been made already, Yahweh. He made this. He created this. God, Jesus died on the cross. So you don't have to you don't have to kill a cow. You don't have to sacrifice. Jesus is the living sacrifice. All you have to do is say yes. Jesus, yes. The only way is through Jesus. It's yes. It's a yes for me. I tried, man. Man let me down. And when man try to get in the way, God, move him right on out. This is a counterfeit. You don't want him. You don't want him. He wants something from you, but you don't want that. He gonna take you off your purpose. She gonna take you off your purpose. That job gonna take you off your purpose. The people you hanging around gonna take you off your purpose. That place that you go is gonna take you off your purpose. Them drugs you doing gonna take you off your purpose. That alcohol you doing gonna take you off your purpose. Now I believe in a little wine, but substance abuse is a no-no. Okay. When you start abusing stuff, that's a whole nother thing because Jesus made wine. So let's be clear, your girl drinks wine. But when it becomes excessive and it becomes abusive, that is not for you. Just say no. Because on my way or where I'm going and where he leading me, I have to be great and I have to have my thoughts clear. Okay? Because like I said, this world is very dangerous. And what's right is wrong. What's wrong is right and what's right is wrong now. Everything is flipped upside down. But you got to know what this good old book says. You got to, this is what still stands. I don't care what the world says. I know what this says. And I'm following this. Sorry. It says everything was here on earth before us. He gives us the ability if we believe. And you just, all you get, that's it. You already knew. You already knew where I was going. You already knew I was going. Sip that tea. Because he created, he already know how things going to be. He already know that you was going to get distractions. But it's your responsibility to the best of your ability to stay in tune. And when you fall down, get your butt back up. Because we all fall down. We all backslide from time to time. It's your responsibility, though. I ain't backsliding no more. I'm done. I don't want that life. We all been in the world, okay? We're going to stop acting like, yes, I'm a church girl, but everybody get in the world just a little bit, just a little taste of it. I wasn't bad now in the world, but everybody get a little taste of the world. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna act like y'all ain't had no taste of the world? You ain't stay to the club to the all ends of the night? You was shaking your thing, you was twerking. Okay. All right. It'll be just me. But I know it's not. So, and I know, y'all, it was a pleasure to be with you because at the end of the day, God got you. He really, really does. It is your responsibility to stay in tune. It is your responsibility to read the word. It is not just the pastor's responsibility. You got a lot of false prophets, nothing personal. They hustlers and pimps. They hustled and pimped on the street, and now they hustle and pimping in churches. Okay? You got to find a man of God for real. Like, you really got to find a spiritual father. When two or three are in the midst. Okay? Church is not just a building. We're having church right now. We having Bible study right now. But it's best to get around like-minded souls, and that's why you go to church. That's why you get into the word. That's what you do, Hey, hit it straight golf, what up? That's why you do what you do. Because God leads you in, because God leads you and guides you. It is your responsibility to stay in tune with the Father. I don't care what curveballs that life has thrown at you, or you hit a bogey for those that play golf, Dion. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hit that eagle. You hit a birdie. Okay. You hit it into the dust trap. It is your responsibility to let God get you out that mess and let you get a hold of one. You like these golf analogies. I know, Dion. But no, seriously. We all have hiccups in life. But it's for God to heal all of that, to soothe all of that, to get us back to where we need to be, because he's the one that created it in the first place. Why would you trust a being that didn't create anything? You just gonna go off the cuff? What's your credentials? I know what these say. I don't go off my feelings. I go off of this. So y'all, we are coming into a time where it's getting real serious out here. And you know it's bad when the bishop in New York got robbed in the church live. Now, I'm not saying he didn't do anything shady or nothing shady. He had $1 million worth of jewelry in his wife. That ain't my business. But once you start actually going into the church and robbing with the cameras on, y'all, you gotta stay focused. God has to be your way maker. You gotta listen to him to tell you, don't go today. Don't you turn down that street. I know you accustomed to going, but I need you to take another route. Sometimes God will put you on a different route. You used to the same old raggedy route, and he's trying to get you to cross over to the next road. It's being able to shift wherever God leads you to. You comfortable. Comfortable to me is a sin sometimes. I know in my house I'm sitting on this and I'm comfortable. But God, if he told me like next week to go outside and talk to the people like I did last year, then this message is outside. It's wherever he tells me to go. Whatever road he want me to take. As narrow as it is. Because the road to God is very narrow. Can't go too far to the left, too far to the right. You think you could be playing with these people and you can't. He already told you. Are you going to stay on his road? Are you going to stay on his mode? He will accelerate you when you need to be accelerated, and he will slow you down when you need to be slowed down. The mode, M-O-D-E. Maker also means mode. He created you, but he wants you to be way. I'm sorry, way means mode. So he got you on his way, but he produced it. Maker means produce. He could produce whatever he wanted. He could produce a champion out of you. He could produce a winner out of you. He could produce an owner out of you. He could produce a mother out of you, a father out of you, whatever he needs. He could produce an evangelist out of you. He could produce. And all that is somebody telling the goodness of God. He could produce a messenger out of you. You could be an angel out of you, an earthly angel. Whatever he want to produce, you just have to say yes, God, and you will see what happens. He produced a great DJ out of DJ McFord. I look forward to listening to him. True story. He produced a golf player out of Dion. God will do what he said he would do. It's just, will you let him lead the way? And it ain't easy. And everybody got a testimony. Everybody done been through a test. You ain't gonna get through this world unscathed if not. I don't want to listen to nobody who ain't been through nothing. You can't tell me nothing. You ain't been through nothing. You ain't got no meat like Pastor TD just said. You don't have no meat and potatoes, nothing stuck to your bone. You just a motivational speaker. Give me somebody that's been through something to tell me I can get out of it. I want that person. Give me that person. I don't want to la 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 la. Life is just great. Even when life ain't great, I still see it as being great. That means even though I might be going through hell, I'm seeing how to get out of it. Right? I'm going through a struggle right now, but I see God gonna get me out of it. That's called faith. But just to believe, somebody said, "Ow, Andy, you just want to see the goodness out of life." And I say, you want to see the negative out of life. Now what? You see what you see and I see what I see. That's what God gave us both eyes. Okay? Vision. And what you don't want to do is be with somebody unequally yoked, because that's causing division. And DI means two. So that's two different visions. You want to be on one accord. Hey, DI, die. Die means two. Vision. The two visions. You don't want two visions in your home. You want the same vision. So why not, until the time comes, walk this walk with him. Let him be your way maker. This is Andy the Barber Doll coming to you saying, God bless you. Thank you for having me. I will see you next Monday. Same time, same cute girl. Bye, YouTube family. Instagram, shout out time. Shout out time. DJ McFord.